Hey guys, this is Miss Early, and this is the video for the 1-point linear perspective room. We're going to be using 1-point linear perspective, which is just a drawing technique to create our three-dimensional realistic space of a room inside of a house. Okay, so you do need your paper, whatever type of paper that you have. I've turned my paper horizontal, which is left to right. You also need a pencil and something to help you draw straight lines. If you don't have a ruler, that's cool. You can just use the edge of another piece of paper or a book. All right, guys, the first line I'm going to draw is going to go straight through the center of my paper. This is called the horizon line. And once I have my horizon line, I'm going to draw my 1 point, and that is the vanishing point. Okay? Now, once you have this vanishing point, you're going to connect it with each corner of your paper. So line up your book or your ruler or your paper, whatever you have to draw straight lines, and you're going to connect the vanishing point to each corner. So that should be a total of 4 lines. Okay. You should have this kind of X shape with a line through it kind of design. Doesn't look like a room yet, but it will soon. I'm going to then draw a line straight up and down on the left-hand side of the vanishing point between these 2 lines that I just drew. And then I'm going to draw another one on the other side. But I want to make sure that it's about the same size, as close as I can get it, to the one over here. I want these 2 sides to match. I don't want to draw the line way out here or really close up here. I kind of want both of these kind of triangle shapes to be the same. Okay. And then once I have these 2 lines, I'm just going to connect them across the top and across the bottom. And I've created this rectangle. Okay. Once you have this drawn, guys, we're going to erase a couple of lines that we don't need anymore. Basically, we're going to erase everything inside the rectangle except for the vanishing point. If you accidentally erase something, you can always add it back in. Okay, so I erased everything out of the rectangle except the vanishing point. And then I also do not need this horizon line anymore. Okay. And once you get to this point, you can kind of start to see the room. This is a wall. This is the ceiling. This is a wall. This is a wall. And this is the floor. Okay, so we have kind of created just a blank basic room. Let's get rid of these labels really quick. And we are going to add a window and a door to this room. Okay? Get your straight line tool, whatever that is, out. We're going to draw a door on this wall on the right-hand side. If you think about it, the bottom of the wall where it meets the floor, that's where the bottom of the door is going to be. So I actually don't have to draw the bottom of the door because it's just going to be part of this line right here. I just need to draw a line that's going to be the top of the door and then the 2 sides. So in order to do the top of the door, I'm going to draw a line from my vanishing point onto the wall. And then the edges of a door are always straight up and down. If you are around a door right now, you could look at it and see that, yep, the sides go straight up and down. So one side and then the other. Okay. And then we will erase. these extra lines, and we are left with our door. Okay, I'm going to add one more line that goes straight across. I'm just going to eyeball it. And this will give the illusion that you can go through this doorway, or maybe it's a hall, or maybe it's another room, okay? But I'll just kind of shade it in so you guys can kind of see a little better that this is now part of the floor. Okay. All right, so that was the door. And now on the opposite wall, we're going to create the window. So it's the same step as the door. We're going to draw a line from the vanishing point. That's going to be the top of the window. But the window's not going to reach all the way to the floor. So we need to draw another line that's going to be the bottom of the window. So I'll line up with my vanishing point again and go across. Okay. You can kind of decide where you want the edge of your window to be. I might do one line straight up and down there. And the other side. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and erase out this extra stuff. Once you have the window and the door drawn, guys, you don't need the vanishing point anymore. We can get rid of it. And then you can decide what you want to do on this back wall. You could just draw another window, or you could draw another door. But you don't need to line it up with the vanishing point or anything like that. This wall is facing us totally flat, so you can just draw normally. You do not have to use linear perspective for this part. Okay, and that, guys, is the first step to our 1-point linear perspective room.